wonder, the thermal already started. 1 o'clock. Will's gonna launch. Conditions pretty good. Look at the clouds over there. And at the horizon, yeah, let's see if we should get some lift at the rock face. Hey, it's 106. You got the wheel? Sure. Right here's about to launch. At the background, that's Will. He's above us. He launched at the 1:01 p.m. and he's flying for 8 minutes. I took the first week of the January 2022 off for hang gliding flights. However, the weather was not good. From Monday to Thursday, I flew off 300 feet training hill at 11 Park. Friday, I took my first paragliding lesson, but the heavy moisture ground and the rain from 11 a.m. together didn't help me. My feet never left the ground on Friday short training session. However, I did learn a little bit about how to launch a paraglider and how to grab A-line and brake. I'll resume my paragliding training tomorrow, Sunday. Anyway, Friday evening, I saw Will's post about McClure flying on Saturday. I was pretty much concerned about the road conditions. I haven't flown McClure for 2 years since the pandemic. I very much hesitated. I messaged Will asking if he can give me a ride from LZ to the launch. Later, Will messaged me back saying yes, he has a spot. McClure is 135 miles away from my home. It's about 2.5 hours driving distance. Saturday, I planned to leave at 6 a.m., but I actually woke up at 7 a.m. and started driving at 7:30 a.m. 15 minutes after driving on Highway 237, I realized that I didn't bring my microSD card with me. I called Will and he said he can bring me a 64GB spare card. That's great. But meantime, I also want to buy a new card from a local store. I checked CVS, Walgreens. They don't open until 8 a.m. and also their price was pretty expensive. For 64GB SD card, it cost me $35. After some research, I found Walmart stores open early at 6 a.m. and they have cheap SD cards. For $27, you can get a 128GB SanDisk card. So I drove to Walmart store in Modesto and got two 128GB cards. At 10:40 a.m., I arrived at the McClure LZ. Brenton and Will are already there. Brenton has, not Brenton, Will has a Chevy Silverado truck with absolutely off-road tire, and that tire definitely helped to climb the steep and the muddy road. Well, it's not that muddy, it's mainly steep. At 12 p.m., we arrived on the top of the launch. Thermals are already building up, even though there was no any cloud above us. At 1 p.m., Will launched first. 7 minutes later, Braden also launched. And both of those pilots are not really getting high. Will got above the launch slightly, and Braden seems never got above the launch. I moved to launch at 1:32 p.m. At that time, both Will and Braden already landed at the LZ safely. I stayed at the launch for 13 minutes to feel the cycle of the thermal. At 1:45 p.m., I launched in a strong cycle and immediately started climbing. However, the thermal is not as strong as I expected. The whole flight, I probably just did 6 or 7 360s. Most of the time, I was scratching the ridge lift and stayed between 2,000 feet MSL and 2,300 feet MSL. I went above the launch for only a few minutes. And I had to stay pretty close to the ridge in order to stay in the lift band. After 20 minutes struggling with the lift, I gradually lost altitude. I flew over the highway and found some light lift there. I did a few 360s over the highway, and each 360 I lose about 50 feet, from 1,600 feet MSL gradually down to 1,400 feet MSL. Once I was below 1,400 feet MSL, I committed myself for the landing. Thanks for the continuous landing trainings I have done throughout the last few years, and for light wind landing practices I have done early this week, I was not nervous today about land at McClure. So I landed pretty well. Hey viewers, I'm always interested in knowing how this little cliff was formed. Is this an earthquake fault? Please leave a comment and let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.
Yes.